Death in Paradise, Season 14, Episode 1, Recap, New Beginnings, and a Tragic Turn. The sun rises on St. Marie, casting a golden glow over the tranquil island as Season 14 of Death in Paradise begins. A palpable sense of anticipation hangs in the air at the Honoré Police Department. They are preparing to welcome their newest recruit, Officer Benjamin Bryce, Anthony J. Abraham. Benjamin's arrival is more than just a personal change. It represents a story of redemption. He's a young man who has battled a troubled past, working tirelessly to overcome his mistakes and build a better future. His appointment to the police force is a testament to his resilience and a symbol of hope, a second chance. Commissioner Selwyn Patterson, Don Warrington, has taken a particular interest in Benjamin's progress, believing in his potential and advocating for his place on the team. Selwyn sees Benjamin as a reflection of the possibility for change and growth, a belief he holds dear. This makes Benjamin's arrival all the more significant. However, this optimism is brutally shattered. What should have been a day of new beginnings becomes a day of tragedy. Just hours after arriving on the island, Benjamin is found dead, lying by the roadside in his full police uniform. The discovery sends a wave of shock and grief through the department. His first official day on the job has become the day of his murder, a stark and cruel contrast to the hope that had filled the morning. D.I. Neville Parker's departure and D.I. Mervyn Wilson's reluctant investigation. Another layer of complexity is the recent departure of D.I. Neville Parker, which adds another layer of complexity to the situation. His quirky brilliance and unique approach to crime solving are still fresh in the team's minds. His replacement, D.I. Mervyn Wilson, Don Gillet, arrives on the island with a cloud of uncertainty hanging over him. Wilson is a seasoned detective from London, but he's already booked his return flight. He's unsure about St. Marie, its laid-back pace, and whether he truly belongs there. He views his time on the island as a temporary assignment, a stepping stone rather than a destination. He's not emotionally invested in the place or its people. However, the brutal murder of a fellow officer changes everything. Duty calls, and Wilson finds himself compelled to stay. He is thrust into the lead of the investigation, a role he hadn't anticipated and isn't entirely comfortable with. He must put aside his personal reservations and lead the team, D.S. Naomi Thomas, Chantal Jackson, Officer Marlon Price, Taj Miles, and Commissioner Selwyn Patterson to pursue justice. The investigation begins, a crime that makes no sense, Benjamin's. Murder presents a perplexing puzzle. The circumstances surrounding his death are baffling. He had no known enemies, had only just joined the police force, and wasn't involved in any ongoing cases. It appears to be a senseless act of violence, a random attack. But as the team begins to dig deeper, they realize that nothing is as simple as it seems. A web of hidden connections, simmering rivalries, and buried secrets begin to emerge. The investigation becomes a journey into the heart of the community, revealing the undercurrents of tension and conflict that lie beneath the surface of Paradise. Key questions plague the investigators. Why was Benjamin found in his full police uniform? Was he explicitly targeted because of his new role as an officer, or was his uniform simply a detail of the crime scene? Was it a deliberate message, a symbol of defiance or intimidation? Was Benjamin involved in something dangerous before joining the force, something that might have returned to haunt him? Did his troubled past catch up with him, or was he killed for a more immediate and sinister reason? The team begins to piece together Benjamin's last movements, interviewing witnesses and reviewing any available evidence. However, the witness accounts are conflicting, painting a confusing picture of the events leading up to his death. Some witnesses seem genuinely confused, while others appear to be deliberately withholding information, suggesting either a misunderstanding or, more worryingly, an intentional cover-up. Personal conflicts and emotional stakes. The tragedy of Benjamin's death resonates deeply within the team, stirring up personal emotions and conflicts. For Commissioner Patterson, who had personally vouched for Benjamin, the young officer's death feels like a personal failure. He believed in Benjamin's ability to change and build a new life, and now that hope has been extinguished. Selwyn grapples with the weight of his responsibility and the pain of seeing his faith misplaced. DS Naomi Thomas, a disciplined and ambitious officer, is frustrated by the lack of immediate answers. A strong sense of justice drives her, and she is eager to bring Benjamin's killer to justice. However, the complexities of the case and the conflicting evidence are proving to be challenging. Officer Marlon Price, who himself had a brush with the law in his youth, identifies with Benjamin's journey. He sees in Benjamin a reflection of his own past struggles and the opportunity for redemption. Marlon is determined to uncover the truth, driven by a sense of empathy and a desire to ensure that Benjamin's death is not in vain. For D.I. Wilson, who had planned to leave St. Marie as soon as possible, the case forces him to confront his own doubts and insecurities. He questions his place on the island and his ability to lead the team. He must decide whether he is genuinely committed to staying and embracing his new role, or is already too emotionally invested to walk away. Uncovering the truth. A web of lies and betrayal. As the investigation unfolds, the team uncovers evidence, suggesting that Benjamin was indeed targeted. This was not a random act of violence, but a calculated and deliberate killing. Surveillance footage, witness testimonies, and forensic findings lead them down multiple paths, each revealing new layers of the mystery. Possible motives begin to emerge. Could Benjamin's past life have come back to haunt him? Did he have connections to any gangs or criminal organizations? Was he caught up in something dangerous before he joined the police force? Or was it a case of mistaken identity? Was Benjamin killed by someone who thought he was another officer? Perhaps it was a personal grudge, a vendetta against Benjamin for something he knew or something he had done. The team delves into Benjamin's past, exploring his relationships, his past activities, and any potential enemies he might have made. They scrutinize every detail of his life, searching for clues that might shed light on his death. As the episode reaches its climax, the truth behind Benjamin's murder is finally revealed. The puzzle pieces fall into place, revealing a complex and unexpected motive. But just as the team believes they have solved the case, another shocking twist emerges, leaving them reeling and questioning everything they thought they knew. Conclusion and aftermath. While the killer is ultimately unmasked and brought to justice, the emotional scars of the case remain. Selwyn is left questioning his judgment, haunted by the feeling that he's failed Benjamin. Naomi and Marlon feel the weight of their responsibilities, recognizing the importance of their roles in upholding justice. Having solved his first major case on the island, D.I. Wilson must now make a crucial decision. Will he stay in St. Marie and fully commit to his new position? Or will he return to London as he had initially planned? The episode concludes with Wilson contemplating his future, the island's beauty juxtaposed with the darkness of the crime he has just investigated. The episode sets the stage for an intense and gripping season, promising more twists, more profound mysteries, and challenging character developments in the episodes to come. The murder of Benjamin Bryce catalyzes change, forcing the team to confront their own demons and push them to their limits as they navigate the complexities of life and death in paradise.